All right, we got some room. Now, here we go. Jumping straight to it. This is called The Prisoner. I suggest all you folk, especially the ones that claim that they're a targeted individual, to go check this out. Now, I know a lot of y'all don't know nothing about this movie because it's been slept on. But I did one other video. I will post that link in the description, and you can go ahead and check it out from there. There's probably going to be on Rumble. It might be on YouTube. It all depends. They might strike it, so because I'm going to let it play. But check it out. This was your first Truman Show. You think the Beast don't know everything about you? Watch this.
I'm leaving.
Have you not yet realized there's no way out? Now look, I have something that will interest you. Oh, feel free.
They know everything about you, player. They've been watching you since day one.
Getting ready to meet Chambers. About to become late at the Foreign Office. You were hoping to persuade him to change his mind before the big boys found out. You waited and waited, but he never turned up. A nice guy, Chambers. And so talked. You see, there's not much we don't know about you, but one likes to know everything.
You heard him. You heard it out the horse's mouth. There ain't much we don't know about you. We just want to know everything about you.
Remember that time you arrived back from Chambers and so talked. You see, there's not much we don't know about you, but one likes to know everything.
But one likes to know everything.
Remember that time you arrived back.
Now see, this is what was funny to me though, right? Is that once you wake up and realize that the Beast is watching you and they're interested in you, shouldn't that make you want to research the Beast? But no, people don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? You still want to go to church. You still want to be lost. You're not tapping into the real meat. When somebody come at you with some real tangible evidence, you call them a conspiracy theorist. You know what I'm saying? And you just throw them under the bus. It's like you scared to tap into the esoteric science and conspiracies and metaphysical information that the Beast is tapping into. You don't want to tap into it. You don't want to study that stuff. I mean, but you'd rather study really nothing because y'all don't be studying at all. Y'all too busy at Walmart shopping and watching the crap on TV that they give you for free. If you hear any banging on the walls, that's just the bots. You know, they got to do what they got to do. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, DB got to do what he got to do. And that's right now, break down this movie to y'all. Now, I'm going to go ahead and fast forward. I didn't already seen, because I don't know how many seasons. I got to look it up. I ain't look it up and see how many seasons that the Prisoner has. You know what I'm saying? I just know that this is season 1. It's probably like 15 episodes.
Singapore, change of climate, feeling a bit shaky. You were sickening for a cold. Sneezed yourself out of our camera. Deciding to take a vacation. Now where can you go? Ireland? Bit too cold that time of the year. Paris? Maybe not. What was that? Sounded like a click. Something in the mirror? Or was it over there? Yes, over there too. As I said, one likes to know everything. For instance, I had no idea you liked lemon tea.
The time of my birth is missing.
Well, there.
Wow, the time of his
Like
birth.
a click. Something in the mirror? You go. Ireland? Bit too cold that time of the year. Paris? Maybe not. What was that? Sounded like a click. Something in the mirror? Or was it over there? Yes, over there too. As I said, one likes to know everything. For instance, I had no idea you liked lemon tea.
The time of my birth is missing.
Well, there you are. Now let's bring it all up to date.
4:31 a.m., 19th of March, 1928. I've nothing to say. Is that clear? Absolutely nothing.
Now be reasonable, old boy. It's just a matter of time. Sooner or later you'll tell me. Sooner or later you'll want to. Let's make a deal. You cooperate. Tell us what we want to know, and this can be a very nice place. You may even be given a position of authority.
I will not make any deals with you. I've resigned. I will not be pushed, filed, stamped, indexed, briefed, debriefed, or numbered. My life is my own.
Is it?
Yes, you won't hold me.
Right, sir? we will.
You see that?
It's my own.
He said, my life is my own. It is.
Told me.
Won't we?
Won't we?
Let me prove that we will.
Let me prove that we will. But I thought we have a free will. What happened to all this bull crap about we got a free will? You have no free will. If everything is already predestined, if everything is already ordained, then therefore everything is already sealed. It's like basically your fate is already sealed. You hear a lot of channels, people be talking it ain't etched in stone. You can rewrite the format. I hear a lot of that. Can you really though? Maybe you can write some. Maybe you can change a little bit, maybe. Or maybe you can't change none at all. Maybe what's meant to happen is meant to fucking happen. You see what I'm saying? You know, maybe could it be true that we did sign some type of fucking some contract? You know what I'm saying? Some spiritual contract to come down this bitch to, you know, and it's already mapped out how you was born, what city, what state, what you were going to do, and how you going to lead this joint, how you going to die. Everything that you go through. I mean, look at the story of Jonah. Some of y'all might not be familiar with the story of Jonah in the Bible. God told him to go to Nineveh. He didn't want to go. He wanted to do his own thing. He was on a mission for God, but he didn't want to follow the mission. Make a long story short, you can go ahead and read it yourself, but I know you're not. But he left and he disobeyed God, and he put in a nutshell, he didn't go to Nineveh, and he hopped on the ship, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And when he went on the ship, a storm came. Basically, he was trying to run from God. He was trying to run from the mission. But God called his ass, right? So he was on the ship, and the storm came and everything. And the sailors of the ship knew that something was wrong. So they started gambling and cast lots, doing divination and stuff, right? To try to figure out where the storm came from. The pastor don't talk to you about this. So they was doing divination on the boat, right, on the ship. And it pointed towards Jonah, that Jonah was the one that brought the storm. So they threw Jonah aboard, off board, right? They threw him in the water, right? According to the story, right? When you read the story. And then that's when he got swallowed up by the whale. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, the whale spit him out back on the dry land. You know what I'm saying? So my point is, what I'm saying is that he tried to run from the mission, but he was ordained to do a mission for God. So I always think about that story. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're called to do something down here, because they say we all came down here for a purpose. So if you're one of those missionaries and you're called accordingly to this divine will, whatever this contract, whatever this spiritual contract we signed up for, you come down here, you got to do it regardless. You got to get the job done before you leave this joint. You can run. You know what I'm saying? I was just watching B-Dale and Ron Hayes. Ron Hayes said that you can make this shit easy if you just be obedient and not now. When I say obedient, I'm not talking about obedient with the beast. I'm talking about obedient in your calling. If you know what I'm saying, because everybody, you know, if you're one of those chosen ones, I use that word lightly. I hate that fucking word. I'm taking that word out. I don't even like using that fucking word no more. But you know, the word if you're the Messiah, if you're ordained to do something great in this life, you know what I'm saying, for Gaia, you know what I'm saying, and you fighting for righteousness is what I'm talking about. Right? Then you got to be on that path of righteousness. He was basically saying, if you don't do it, then you're going to get those spiritual hands. You're going to get a spiritual ass kicking because you're being disobedient. So, and then at the same time, you still got to put in the work. So it was with Jonah. Jonah was being rebellious, being disobedient. He tried to run from the mission. God still allowed all that chaos to happen. The universe allowed the chaos to happen. Whatever I don't even like using God name. You know what I'm saying? Because so many gods out here. What God are you talking about? You see what I'm saying? Chosen and God, I hate those words. You know what I'm saying? I try to eliminate them from my vocabulary. So Gaia or the universe allowed the storm to happen. Jonah got tossed aboard, into the water. We call it man overboard, right? So the whale swallowed his ass up. You know what I'm saying? And spitting right back on the dry land. And then what happened after that? He still had to go ahead and do the mission of God. You know what I'm saying? So my point is, what I'm saying is, you can run, but you can't hide. You can't go far. No matter where you go, there you are. We are all out here on this mission. And you'll be your best bet if you feel as though that you on this mission for God or whatever you on this mission for righteousness, I say, then you just better be on that damn mission. If you still going to the club, you still trying to go to the clubs. You know what I'm saying? Shorty with the party. We say, what's that 50 Cent party, the club song? Meet me in the club, all that bullshit. If you still on that club thinking right now, you still trying to ball out and party, and you know dang well especially if you being gangsta, I don't know what's wrong with you, because if you being targeted, you should already know that, it must be something about you, because why the hell they chose you? You see what I'm saying? So you need to be on some type of spiritual work anyway. You should be on some type of spiritual work if you're being targeted. How can you not be, you know what I'm saying, going through this crap? How can you not? You know what I'm saying? If you're not tapping into your spiritual self, going through being gang stalked every day, then I could see why average Joe would blow their head off or go on a rampage. So you got to find a catalyst to be able to put your focus into, to give you some type of motherfucking hope or something. You know what I mean? I use that word lightly, hope. You know what I'm saying? So chosen, hope, and God. I use all those words lightly, man. So you better be on something. And if you talking about you still going to church and you being gang stalked, then I don't know what's wrong with you. Because why would you go to a place where they gonna gang stalk you in there? You know what I'm saying? You in the church and the pastor coughing and got a red robe on and everybody in the congregation got red on. Everybody, they even got a dog in the damn church. Like, come on, man. You up in there? You crazy. Get your ass out the church. I'm not telling you to go back to church. You ain't got to go to church. What I'm trying to tell you is to enhance your reading. You know what I'm saying? Enhance your reading skills and start to get, at least inform yourself. You know what I'm saying? Learn about herbs, learn about history, science, technologies. Study the conspiracies. Listen to my video. Watch my videos. Watch these movies I recommend. You know what I'm saying? And enhance your thinking capacity. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should watch these sci-fi movies, man. Learn about what the fuck is going on. At least that's the least you could be doing. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the future, dog. We are in it. We are in a sci-fi movie, dog. Everybody gone. If you can hear the words that's coming out of my mouth, then you one of the ones that's a messiah or something. You know what I'm saying? You the next messiah. Because everybody else is by the fire, dog. Okay? Everybody else is gone. If you out here tracking and tracing people, I hear the neighbors next door. They ain't got no life. They ain't got no life, dog. So, you got to understand there's nothing cool about, what the hell they doing. You know that. They know that. That's why I dropped that video about the dude confessing. If y'all ain't see that video yet, the confessions of the gang stalker dude. And he said, I would have never did this if I realized that I sold my soul to the devil. You see what I'm saying? So, these people, they know. Some of them know. Maybe all of them don't know, but some of them do know that they fucked up. It's like the Menace to Society movie. You done fucked up now, right? You know you done fucked up. When y'all signed that contract to become a covert agent, and that's everybody that can't talk to you. That's why they scared to talk to you, because they know they would get their behind whipped by their slave master. Okay? They get their ass whipped. You know what I'm saying? They can't say nothing. So, but going back to this right here, let me prove that, let me prove that we will. So this dude right here talking about, we're gonna, We're gonna hold this man captive and not let him go. You gotta watch. I'm trying to tell you, you gotta watch. I forgot. I think it's like fucking 10. See this right here? See? This is called The Arrival. So this is the very beginning. This is the very beginning. Even though I didn't start it from the beginning. I started like 15 minutes ahead, you know what I'm saying? So you'll see. I don't want to show y'all too much because I want y'all to watch it. But they kidnapped the man and everything and put him in this type of facility. Like I said, it's like the Truman Show. It's just like this is the first Truman Show. I don't know any other ones that came out before this one. But this one is the first one. And they called it The Prisoner. Then they remade the Truman Show and named that one The Truman Show. Which is, like I said, the Truman Show is really The Prisoner. And The Prisoner is the Truman Show. So, going back to what I was saying about this free will. There is no free will. Because from what I'm seeing, is what I'm seeing in my life, you know, everybody that been in my life is plants. You know what I'm saying? It was already ordained for me to meet the people that I met, to have sex with the women that I had sex with. You know what I'm saying? You know, kids, everything was already written. So all that shit was already ordained. Everything that happened was meant to happen. This was written. Nas, remember Nas' album? It is written. It was written. This shit is ordained, dog. So you be thinking that when you come down here, I'm like, yo, I got a free will, I can do what I want to do. No, fuck, you can't. You gotta do it. Remember you wrote that contract? You wrote that contract, player. Mm-hmm. You can do what you want. You done forgot. You done came to earth. They wiped your mind. Now you want to go to the club. Now you want to go party. Nah, that's not what the contract said. Contract said you were coming out here to bang on the beast. Spiritual warfare. You're going to be a politician or a whistleblower or whatever. Whatever you chose, you know. You the next Malcolm X. The next Marcus Garvey. But you think you came out here so you can make money and become an electrician and stack your dough, and you trying to go overseas and you trying to be a rapper, and nah, you messing up, man. That's not what the contract said, player. You did not sign the contract to be no damn rapper. You on a different mission. So from what I'm seeing, this so-called free will ain't no free will, dog. The will that you must serve is the contract you did before you came down this bitch. Because remember when Jesus was running in the woods, he said, allow this cup to pass over me, but not my will, thine will be done. So Jesus was getting scared at times because he was running through the woods and shit. He didn't want to die like that. Who would, right? Not nobody in their right mind. So he was running, and he was even having second thoughts like, yo, I don't want to be, what the hell? I don't want to go through this. You know what I'm saying? Allow this cup to pass over me. But hey, that's right. It's not even about me. It's not my will, thine will. You see what I'm saying? So we don't have a will. We all down here on some divine will and divine purpose. Can I get a no there?
We can take this up later. You receiving me?
Loud and clear.
Quite a beautiful place, really, isn't it? Almost like a world on its own.
I shall miss it when I'm gone.
Oh, it will grow on you. We have everything here. Water, electricity. There's the council building. We have our own council, democratically elected. We also use it for public meetings, amateur theatricals.
Fascinating.
Yes, indeed. There's the restaurant. But did you know we have our own little newspaper?
You must send me a copy.
You'll be the death of me. We also have our own graveyard.
Ain't that something, y'all?
You'll be more interested in our social club.
He said, but you'll be more interested in our social club. Now, this whole development that they showing you is a development for, they all are prisoners. Like, all these people out here are prisoners on this land, on this piece of land. It's almost like in a nutshell, like a secret cult, like a Jim Jones or something. You know what I mean? But like I said, it's like a Truman Show. You know what I'm saying? It's a fake reality. It's a fake world.
I think. Members only, but I'll see what I can do for you.
You're too kind.
You're too kind. Like he said, we got our own grave site. So, you know, when you die there, you die right there.
Have any problems? There's our Citizens Advice Bureau. They do a marvelous job.
Citizens
Everybody's
Advice.
very nice. You might even meet people you know.
Wow. You hear that, y'all? You might even meet people you know. Interesting, right? That right there let you know that the people that's in your simulation that you knew all your life was a bot motherfucker after all. They've been a bot all along, y'all. Welcome to the Truman Show. Welcome to the Prisoner Show. Welcome to the Gang Stalker Simulation Show, y'all. I'm going to stop it right now. It's 22 minutes. Let me know. Comment down below if you want to hear more. Should I do more videos about the prisoner? I might even do it even if you don't comment. You know what I'm saying? The hell with you. Holla back, y'all. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. We out.